And welcome back to the 2017 Gentlemen's Club Challenge in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. We're presented by Innova Discs here at the Wild Horse Golf Club. You join us for the back nine of the women's final round. I'm here with Cory, Murrell from Central Coast.
Yes, sir. I'm excited to be here, man. Great to collab.
So this is going to be awesome. We saw the front nine, ladies making some big position moves, a few miscues, but Paige is still holding on to the lead.
Yeah, she's really had a tough round. It was been from passive early to just struggling now. She's got a huge cushion to work with because she did play so well for the first three rounds, but it's getting eaten up here a little bit.
Hole number 10, 715 feet, par 4, a pretty wide open fairway until you get about 90% down that fairway. At about 600 mark, there's a massive green just short of the basket.
Yeah, kind of reminiscent of hole 5 in that you're trying to throw a big distance flex into a really touchy upshot. This being a few hundred feet farther, that touchy upshot really turns into a big power drive for these arms. But, you know, these ladies really know how to play, so I'm expecting to see good things.
These are some of the farther throwing women in this event.
Absolutely.
And no doubt taking advantage of the longer course here being the Innova course for the final round. Paige turning over a little early, catching that late tree.
Again, she just cannot stop the bleeding. She pulled out the sheriff for the distance and just turned it over a little too much.
Distance champ, a little low, a little turned over. Paige in a tough position here, trying to avoid bunker and green, laying it out left and wide.
And really, that's a great shot for that position. She had nothing. She was right behind that tree.
And Jennifer Allen giving it a go, trying to attack it, leaving it hanging on a hyzer and finishing left side. Look to get past that green at least. Should be an easy third shot.
Eveliina playing that strong hyzer game. She really can throw that straight far power hyzer. It's impressive.
That stays safe on the playing surface. Wide right. Catrina following that lead. Maybe a little more hyzer angle, trying to bring it back. And a skip and a roll.
That'll work. That was a great shot.
Paige trying to salvage this hole. Get a little speed, a skip, and should be no problem. Should be a tap in for par.
And that's a beauty after that first shot. That was just an incredibly touchy shot that she cured with that putter.
That's the thing about these farther holes. You still have a chance to make up and save a par. And if you get that close, really not that close, but knocking in about a 75-footer, Eveliina for birdie.
That'll play, man. She came to play. Final round.
What a way to start the back nine. Katrina crawling one in and over the rim.
And Avery, that's yet another
for birdie
stroke.
as well.
That's yet another stroke that she's taking from Paige.
Definitely making a move here.
Yeah, what we thought was maybe going to be a victory lap is really turned into a battle here.
So not playing super conservative, but still holding on to a
Five-stroke
five-stroke lead over Eveliina and Catrina, tied for second. Hole number 11, 374 feet, par 3 over the Valley of Death. Trying to get your shot across this valley of all this bushes and branches and palm trees, and really trying to get to the safe haven of all this open area by the basket. Not a whole lot to avoid past that. I'm going to see these women maybe trying to flex a big driver down there to get a look at a two.
Uh-oh. Ooh, that's... Now remember, there's a fence running along that right side that is OB, but in general, that's all going to be in play. Just maybe a little bit tricky of a lot. Oh, no. Avery, what's happening?
Both Catrina and Eveliina, both in second place, making a move on the leader and pull their shots to the right. Paige taking cue on that.
This is going to get testy, too. There's OB left. Oh, no, Avery.
Wow, they're making it exciting out here.
Yeah.
Nice controlled turnover shot.
Showing us how it's done.
Get the distance, get the carry. So is this in bounds?
That is inbounds. The fence to the right of it is OB, but the path itself is in play. Again, it's just an incredibly tricky lie.
Same thing from Catrina. Just a little forehand toss out.
No, she knew it out of her hand. That was to save 3.
Jennifer Allen, safe in bounds by the basket. Crawls it in over the rim for the birdie.
That is a good one. She's 2 for 2 on birdies in this hole, the 2 rounds she's played.
So, wow, Jennifer Allen picking up on Eveliina's and Catrina's miscues here on hole number 11.
Taking 2 strokes on Paige. Jennifer Allen, I believe that'll move her into sole possession of second place at what should be 10 over. Paige is tapping in her par, clearly frustrated.
Jennifer Allen.
12 over.
Hole number 12, 311 feet, par 3, up over a rise, over a bunker, over a green, over another bunker, to the basket and a downslope to a path that's OB. So there's a lot going on here for a very short technical hole.
Exactly. Just over 300 feet, but wow, this, like you said, a lot going on. They're wanting to throw that flat, straight shot and maybe check up on the top of the hill, or if they're really going for it, dunk it down in there.
So the cool thing about this shot is you can't see the basket, but you can see the flag just sticking up over the hill. So they're trying to read the distance and kind of guess what that 311 shot's going to be.
Oh, catching a little of the tree, Eveliina, no.
And getting the slow roll into the hole, into the bunker that is, and she'll play it from there with a 1-stroke penalty.
Catrina throwing what looks to be a mid-range, kind of just flat. Could get touchy by the OB, but looks to be safe with maybe, a 35-footer?
Paige continues to struggle.
Wow.
Taking that hole for granted, taking that drive for granted. Off a tree, kick left, setting up a little forehand approach to a downhill putt.
Yeah, that's that suspect. She likes to sidearm so much. Flies nice for her.
Eveliina out of the bunker to the pin.
Oh.
A long birdie attempt by Catrina.
Yeah, she wanted that one. That would have been a huge moment.
Par save for Paige from the top of the hill off her knee.
That's big time. After that drive to save par is just so important. Everybody, there was tension there.
As the ladies clean it up here on hole number 12. Now the strokes just continue to get passed around throughout the lead card here. Paige still holding on to a 4-stroke advantage.
Absolutely. Now there's a tight battle for second place, but what is 4 strokes really seems manageable at this point. She started with 7-stroke lead. She started with 13 over Catrina Allen. It's shrinking by the hole, Avery.
Speaking of 13, hole number 13, 368 feet, par 3. Looks like a very aceable hole.
I would say.
We got a bunker sitting short of the basket, as you can't see from the tee, but very attackable. I'm saying 368. It's probably playing more like 390, maybe 400 feet.
Absolutely. That uphill off the tee really increases the power you have to throw it. If you're really trying to reach it, it's going to be a flex that you're really trying to float in there. I mean, let's be honest. There's no reason to run it. It's a very precise shot to get it up on that green.
These ladies just trying to make easy work of this, throwing the big uphill hyzer, finishing left, avoiding any OB to the right or that bunker short of the basket. But it's going to leave some trying, maybe some technical, accurate upshots on this hole.
Exactly. If they get over on it a little bit, you could find that bunker. And also, again, the undulating hills in this course really make for rollovers. Can't be stated enough. Each green is a little precarious in its own way.
Paige with a long birdie bid. Again, these ladies, that if they could reach it from the tee, they're going to play it smart off to the left, throw their approaches inbounds, and then just tap out these par putts, moving on to the next hole.
Yeah, this one just seems like one of those holes. Take your par, move on, attack on the next one. There's opportunities to be had. This course stretches out significantly on the back nine. A lot of par fours.
Paige Pierce still with that 4-stroke lead over Jennifer Allen and Catrina Allen. Eveliina 1 stroke back of that. Hole number 14, 569 feet, par 4, slight uphill. It's a short par 4, but you got that green just short of the basket, and that basket perched up on a hillside with a very fast backdrop rolling down to the hills.
Absolutely. And if you look at that drone shot, it really is kind of like a peninsula vibe. You look to throw that hyzer shot, end up on the left, maybe a sidearm approach. That's how I'd play it personally. But, not everyone can throw that.
Going straight at it, getting a little late skip.
Yeah, kind of that piercing straight shot.
So what are your thoughts on this? This is a golf course. Typically, disc golfers play on a disc golf course, but it's definitely a treat to be out here on the manicured lawns and fairways of this golf course, but a different kind of game, even a game plan for most of these ladies out here.
Absolutely different vibe. I would say the most direct contrast would be like a De-La type of course, but very technical. This is all about bombing those shots and placement for your second shot. I'll say it is very spectator friendly, so it definitely has that going for it. You saw like Masters Cup move to a more ball golf oriented final round, and you could tell the spectators are out in force. So really it sets up for some beautiful landscapes and frankly some great position and distance golf.
It's absolutely crucial advantage. You see these women, these are farther throwers, and they're taking advantage of this course because they can throw far and get down the fairway.
Absolutely.
Leaving for shorter approaches, which is another very crucial game when playing on golf courses such as this. But you hit it perfectly, talking about the room for the spectators, and obviously the room for a film crew to capture the moment
That helps.
and get out there, and the media can capture these great shots on the golf course. Brought to you by Central Coast Disc Golf and SpinTV. Thanks for all your work out there, guys, capturing what we want to watch and what we see on the disc golf course, and love disc golf for watching big putts like that.
How about that, man? That was just a beautiful putt. That's a statement putt, Avery. It really feels like she stopped the bleeding at this point. She saved that par on 12. She saved par, well, I guess not saved par, got par on 13, and that was an attack mode birdie. That shut the door, I think.
Still got 4 holes to play through 14. Paige Pierce still holding on to a forced throw lead over Catrina Allen. Hole number 15, 558 feet, par 4, another short par 4. So we're going to see the women try to maybe attack this and see how far they can get down the fairway. Basket tucked over to the right side in a little kind of valley or a little pit. Not too much OB to worry about. Got OB right and left as it kind of cinches halfway down the fairway, but really opens up as you get out to the big part of the golf fairway.
Yeah, the OB generally doesn't come into play unless you're making a significant mistake. You just want to throw that flat. I mean, we just saw Catrina play it about as good as you can get it. So that flat, maybe a little bit of flex to finish the left shot. It's all about the second shot on this hole.
Paige Aaron one out there, playing it smart, getting the distance, getting the carry. So what Jennifer Allen's going to do, getting a little turn on that one, a little turn, ride, and carry.
Looking
Also,
for a skip.
And you're going to get it.
Yeah, you really have to think that Jennifer was looking forward to playing these courses. Her definite advantage over a lot of these women is her power.
Eveliina getting some power as well, but finishing a little more left than she wanted, setting up this longer approach down the valley as it settles by the pin. Paige just been seeing her throw a lot of forehand sidearm approaches.
Absolutely. It really seems like that's the comfort shot for that 100 feet, maybe 150 feet out. You know, you're not really trying to throw it in. Just get it there and take your par or birdie.
Catrina Allen from a distance.
Ooh, Eveliina.
Wow.
That's solid work, man. That is a forceful, through-the-chains putt.
A tour rookie showing some great experience and some great skill from the backhand to the forehand to the short game to the putt. She's showing it all. She's got it all at a very young age.
And it can't be mentioned enough. We're on camera. Avery,
Yeah.
that's different juice. I mean, you can attest to that most. What's it like, playing in front of cameras compared to playing maybe the first round of a tournament where it's a little more casual?
It definitely adds a level of pressure that you're not thinking about. Paige still holding on to that 4-stroke lead. But yeah, Eveliina trying to, going out there in the first PDGA National Tour event, big event in the U.S., coming over at a young age and performing with the sports elite.
Yeah, looking back on Eveliina's PDGA history, she's riddled with wins in Europe. She actually was the person to end Catrina Allen's win streak last year. I believe it was at the European Championships. Am I wrong? Do you remember?
It was at the Tali Open, actually, in Helsinki, Finland, and that was key. She won a big tournament over there with some tough competition, and again, at a very young age, mature beyond her years.
Definitely.
Here we are, hole number 16. Now it's a lengthy par 4, actually. A lot more danger, a lot more OB and obstacles to avoid. These women are going to try to get a good tee shot down the fairway, setting up a very long second shot to the green, perched up on a hillside, got water to the right, got a green short left. Lots of things to consider and think about.
Yeah, like you said, there was a lot of those short par 4s that we just had that were really all about bombing it and then a small placement shot. This is not one of those shots.
Eveliina looking for the roll off the green to the fringe. A lot of spin out there. Not sure if that got to the other edge or touched inbounds on their side, but looks to be OB.
Yeah, that was what the card was discussing too. From this distance, it's really tough to tell if it got on that fringe. Not on that one though, Avery. That was over the green.
Catrina Allen getting it up to the right. Look for it to finish back left. I believe it did. Is there OB over there?
There is OB, but she is safe. The OB continues on that rock wall, kind of right of all those bushes. Now, she's safe, but that's not a good putt.
Paige Pierce playing a very conservative, not forcing too much or even going to risk the OB. Throwing it off to the left, going to pitch it up there for a walk-away par. Same for Jennifer Allen.
Yeah, at first it seemed those 4 strokes was very they could make it up very easily, but it seems like she's stabilized, and at this point, there's not a lot of room to attack on these huge shots.
Paige in for par. Catrina as well, getting it through the shrubs and in. Yeah, very long par 4. We saw 2 550, 570 foot par 4s, and then we stretched it out to about 735 feet for a par 4 across the green with water to the right and a bunch of other stuff. So these holes definitely vary and change on distance and difficulty. Paige Pierce still up by 4. Jennifer Allen and Eveliina all within 2 strokes there, and 2 strokes to Catrina Allen from Jennifer Allen. Hole number 17. 538 feet, par 3. Now this basket's not visible from the tee pad, but it's tucked in a very tough position off to the right in the trees. It's going to take everything and more to get there. I think these women are going to throw just a good clean tee shot out to the left, setting up a nice open second shot to the pin.
Yeah, I'll have you know, Avery, in round 2, if our folks tuned in for that, Jennifer Allen, put it about 30 feet short of the pin. That's over a 500-foot shot off this tee.
She is the world distance record holder and known for throwing really, really far.
That's an understatement.
Let's see what she's got on this.
Left it a little lower than I think she was looking for. Definitely had the right action that she was looking, but yeah, just not enough room for it to work.
Eveliina, big reach back. Didn't get it up and over, though, as it's tailing left.
Yeah, I will say, Avery, if there's one weakness I can find in Eveliina's game, the turnover command doesn't seem to be there. I've seen a few drives that she's really trying to get over on that it just seems like her body really wants to throw that hyzer.
So Obi off the tee, throwing her third shot.
Jennifer Allen just pitching up, taking her par. There's really no room to birdie. Those willows fall right in the way.
Wow, that was a great approach to a jump putt as she took a little kind of step-up, run-up to it all and trying to get that big lunge and reach, trying to go for a big toss in.
She wanted that, but I don't know, not quite enough commitment.
All these women got just drop-in dunks right here. Moving on to the next hole.
Yeah, hole number 18, but first let's talk about these scores. 4 strokes was the difference on hole 12. Really, she's found her rhythm, Paige Pierce that is.
Great Innova commercial by our sponsor, Innova Champion Disc, playing the Innova Champion course here at the 2017 Gentlemen's Club Challenge. Hole number 18 and the 72nd hole of the tournament, 732 feet, par 4. Now this is a gorgeous hole. It's a position shot off the tee to a very long second shot. We're going to see if these women have the distance to reach there and maybe give a look at the birdie 3.
Absolutely. Just an incredible ending hole to a tournament. There's a lot of room to make a move. It takes 3 great shots to get a birdie. Catrina just airing that one out. I was not expecting that at all from her.
So we got a 4-stroke differential between Paige and Catrina, and then a 2-stroke differential between Jennifer Allen and Catrina. So the battle here is for second.
Absolutely. And Avery, Paige just went OB on that drive. It should be noted, so did Catrina. She found an OB way to the left that, frankly, I didn't even know was there. So both of these ladies are going to be throwing 3 as Eveliina kind of plays that safe, flat hyzer up the middle.
It's a layup tee shot, but a shot you don't take for granted. You're just trying to put it up and out in the open,
absolutely,
leaving a nice open second shot to the second fairway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're really trying to set yourself up like Paige did there to attack over the water, like Eveliina's lining up here, it looks like.
I'm really curious what the game plan would have been if Catrina landed inbounds and then Paige landed out of bounds there.
That's what we were all thinking. It would have been a little testy.
Yeah, fortunately for Paige, the person and the player closest to her also found out of bounds. But she's going to be pressing here. She's going to try to make a move, at least make up maybe a couple strokes, hoping for a miscue.
Exactly.
See what Paige does here to lock down this hole and finish in style. Big shot across the water, across the valley, trying to get to the green.
Yeah, she actually did 3 this in round 2, so she has the power to get there, that's for sure.
Jennifer Allen, this one tailing left and skipping, does settle safe.
Yeah, she is on that fringe across the green, and fringe is good.
Fringe is good in this case. Eveliina, very accurate touch shot to the basket.
Absolutely.
Catrina backside of the green, looks pretty close to the basket.
Yeah, just simple layups here at the end. Paige, I think she might be looking for her little victory lap. Tap it.
Not going to force too much and didn't need to. Paige tossing it up by the basket, leaving a little tap in for the victory. It did get close in there, though. It definitely made it a battle between 2 or 3 of these women trying to take down the victory here at the first PDGA National Tour.
Absolutely. I mean, Paige gave up 9 strokes through the first 11 holes to Catrina, but right now, this is Paige.
She had strokes to give and holds on to the win. Your champion at the 2017 Gentlemen's Club Challenge, Paige Pierce. starting the year off right with a big, major victory at the Aussie Open in Perth, Australia. Continuing on with the winning streak here in Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada.